You should be asking yourself, who is this guy that pretends he's JACKIEMON1, the one who recommended Dora, who provided the other characters along with other users back then? I mean, where's the evidence, right? Where's the evidence? And unfortunately, I cannot provide concrete evidence that I am JACKIEMON1. However, I can provide a lot of supporting evidence that kind of proves my claim. Now, most of you who are probably watching this do not know what the old YouTube layout looked like back in, say, 2011 to 2013. Some of you were not even born then, or were maybe too young to watch on your tablets or computers. And so I'll be providing a few screenshots that I have on archive.org. And the earliest one I can find is actually this one that you see right here, which is from some way back in November of 2011. And as you can see, you have a yellow subscribe button. You have back when the links were user slash instead of the @ that we have now. And then before that, there used to be a 5-star rating. There used to be video responses that you can actually go to as parts if you wanted to recommend something or just egg on fanboying, fangirling your favorite part of the episode, or just show your appreciation for the creators. You could go and later in the BFDI saga, BFDI the Beta 23, who is the one that recommended Yin Yang and also voiced him, he came out with his own dub, Italian dub, and it was great. One thing that may be more supportive is I remember a time when you could click on the views and see the graph as it happened on YouTube. You didn't have to go to Social Blade and see the graphs of views as it was changing day by day. You can even see the countries, the viewers of the countries that they came from before they privated it to the users themselves, which I think at that time was cool, but it wasn't gonna last. And so your next question may be, why did I recommend Dora? Now I don't know off the top of my head because this was over 13 years ago, but I know that at that time it was a cool thing to just recommend your character in the comments, because the Huang brothers would add all of the characters no matter how outrageous it was, except for ones that would probably interfere with the competition. So I recommended a bunch of characters starting in, I think, episode 14. And of course, other than Nora, I also recommended like a version of Clock, a version of Grassy with the camouflage that was the only other thing that really got into Jack and Jellyfie's recommended character episode. And also Robot Flower's autotune that was there in that episode specifically, and the next episode, the reveal of them. And yeah. And why am I doing this now? Well, I've seen some users lamenting either on Twitter/X or other social media sites that the old object shows, the ones that I feel like are before BFB started, before II started, they're disappearing. And as someone who has grown up in that era, I feel like it's my responsibility to show to a younger world, a younger BFDI community, how it worked back then. And I don't think any of us knew that it was gonna be there was gonna be an object code community, that there would be so many people, that there would be a convention, you know. And I back then you could list almost every single user on top of your head if you're a hardcore fan enough. So I could remember Simon Domino, Pound H, Waluigi Freak 789, of course Animation Epic, but also Volcano Claw, the old user of JBud VA, also known as Justin Chapman, the voice of Knife and Paper, and Falling with Style 1995, Brian Koch's YouTube channel, and it was so amazing back then to just live through that time. The Bomb Digity Shiz, you know, with the live action object show that unfortunately not many people know about. And it's kind of unfortunate that so much of that history is either forgotten, lost, or erased. And sometimes I do wish I could delete some of my old posts or some of my old comments. JACKIEMON1 is 2 channels before this current one, okay? And that's why I'm gonna probably upload this. But I think this is gonna be the last hurrah that you will see out of me fanboying over object shows. Not to say that I'm not an object show fan anymore, I still am, but I'm not the big fan that I once was back in 2011 to, I would say, 2014. I did some object show fan fictions of Yin Yang back when Maximum Power 2002, who is also the creator of Object News Channel, got onto Google Plus, created a Google Plus object show community, and then I just went ham. I wish that history would have been preserved. I don't know if it is, because it's very difficult to remember what the exact link was. And unfortunately, archive.org doesn't really have a good way of figuring out what you want to search without other stuff being in the mix. Anyways, if you have any questions, please comment down in the comment section below, and I'll try to reply whatever else I can. I just want to get this out because I don't want any more of the old classic object show era part of this whole history that we have on now to go away. And I hope this inspires other people from that time to come out and tell their own histories of what they contributed to the OSC. And yeah, that's about it.